chapter number 6 in our Scaling Your Digital Marketing Team book review. So chapter number 6 is about building a culture. So Mads, can you kick it off with regards to how important it is about building culture within the team?
Yeah, I think the key thing is really building a culture of growth, right? So one of the key things for me is that a company exists, obviously, to create a profitable entity, right? You want a company to be profitable and grow so that it can generate more jobs, it can generate more money, it can generate more value for everyone involved in the business, right? And having a culture of growth is really about making sure that as many people as possible within your company are growing. I tend to say that a company is a bit like a pyramid, right? The way you scale a pyramid, the way you add more stones in the bottom, is by making sure that things are getting pushed down. So the way you grow people, from my point of view, the essential way you grow people is to give them ownership and responsibilities. And that's really how we try and foster a culture of growth. So we sometimes have people, and I tend to call them foot soldiers, that they show up every day, they're doing what they're supposed to do, but they're not particularly interested in doing more. But the majority of the people, you really want them to want to grow, and you really want to create a culture. You want to make sure you do one-to-one sessions with them where you really, you're looking at what are they doing, how can they grow more, and that you're really there as a leader and as a manager to support their growth, right? That's, for me, critically important. And a lot of the time where most managers go wrong is that they're afraid to overburden their team. But the thing is, we all grow when we're under pressure. So anyone listening to this, you've grown the most when you are under the most pressure. So when you are in it, it can feel like, well, I have so much to do. But when you actually get 6 months, 12 months ahead and you look back, you realize that those are the times that you really grow. So generally, I say for most people in our organization, we want them to be, I call it underwater, but they'll be like, struggling to breathe and 9 months of the year. So you don't want to be constantly under pressure, right? Like you want to have a few months where, things are a little bit slower and, you can focus a little bit on things you might not have time to in general. But in most cases, you want people to be under pressure to deliver on their goals. Like if people can easily deliver on your goals are not high enough.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I always say that you name me any successful man that ever made a very successful business inside of his comfort zone. You need to push those boundaries and get yourself outside of the boundaries to kind of push on to the next level. So anyone watching this, we hope you like our overview of chapter number 6, building a culture for growth.